Good afternoon, everyone. John Sestridge along with Chris Justice here in the Weather Center, keeping you updated on the serious weather condition that's continuing to develop across the area. Chris and I are watching this cell very closely. Look at the velocities. And this is a very strong circulation, and because of that, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for you folks in Newberry County from now until 2:45 this afternoon. Incredible circulation now just to the north of you folks in the town of Newberry, and it's basically going to move right over Interstate 26. So if you know of anybody that's heading on Interstate 26 and through Newberry County, especially in the northern and southern part, tell them to stop, pull off the side of the road, and make sure this cell goes across the interstate here in the next just probably about a minute or two. A very, very strong circulation. Chris and I were watching it very closely, and this is moving off to the northeast. So tornado warning for you folks in Newberry County. You should go to your safe room immediately, and you can see the cell right through here as it continues to move quickly off to the northeast. So it's going to be over interstate, possible tornado over Interstate 26 in Newberry County here shortly, and then heading up toward maybe just to the southeast of you folks in Whitmire. That's a warning right now. It's the leading edge of this entire broad area of very heavy showers and embedded strong thunderstorms that are moving quickly off the northeast. So tornado warning continues for all of you folks in Newberry County as this cell, possibly producing a tornado, very strong circulation, moves across Interstate 26 in Newberry County here within just the next minute or two. It is flying along to the northeast. Chris, let's pull out back a little bit and show what's going on Live Super Doppler 4 HD. So that's the warning there, and then we have everything's going to get more intense in the eastern part of the upstate with these cells as you head toward Interstate 77. We're starting to get a nice little break here in Spartanburg, Greenville, also in Lawrence, back into Anderson, Greenwood, and Abbeville, but we still have this line that is not severe, but it is producing very heavy rain and some gusty winds, as you can see, and that's going to be moving quickly off to the northeast. So our tornado warning continues for you folks in Newberry County, and that cell is basically moving right over Interstate 26. Chris, we're going to watch that cell. We've been watching it for about the last half hour when it was even farther off to the southwest. Still very strong circulation right over I-26 right now, Chris.
That's the biggest concern, folks, that could be traveling. I mean, it's crossing Interstate 26 right now, that strongest rotation. Let's get into street level and show you what we're talking about. Many of you travel this road. Maybe you have family traveling into town for the holiday weekend here. I-26 right now under the gun near Beth Eden. The exit would be exit 121, Highway 121 there, off of 26. Man, this rotation is about as strong as we have seen here recently. Now I'm tapping into the looks like the Columbia radar, John. So that'd be going toward their radar in a way like that. Exactly. So we're getting signatures on both radars, both the Live Super Doppler 4 HD, but this is close enough to the Columbia radar that we can tap into that as well. And this is going right over I-26 as we speak right now. Let's put a storm track on this as it pulls off toward the north and east pretty quickly. In fact, we want to put you guys on alert in Union County because this line will quickly be approaching the county line shortly. All right, putting a storm track on it. It is booking it toward the north, northeast. You folks in Whitmire need to go ahead and be in your safe place. Cromer Crossroads, 205. Whitmire at 211. This is really moving fast. So get to your safe place there in Whitmire, Delta 215, and if it continues on its same path, 222 for parts of Carlisle. This continues to be the strongest rotation we've seen so far in the past hour or so, right, John?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some pretty good circulations across our area, even from this morning through this afternoon, but most of them were very broad. This is the tightest we've seen by far, and now the circulation here has already crossed, potential tornado already crossed Interstate 26 and is moving quickly off to the northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So it is moving very quickly. So that's the reason why, if you live in Newberry County, especially now the northern part of Newberry County, you need to move to your safe room right now, immediately. You can't wait for this because it's moving so